Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty Season 5, Episode 4? I had a micro doubt, like, yes! Season 5, Episode 4. I know that I still have to finish this Season 5 and after that to discover the Season 6, and I'm gonna be, like you guys, waiting for the new season. After that, I'm gonna be right on time for the next season when we're gonna have it. If we're gonna have it, do we have the confirmation that we're gonna have it? If you know that, tell me that in the comments. Okay, today I'm gonna watch 4 episodes if I have the time and if the lights are with me, because clearly winter, winter, like I think that during this session of binge watching the light is gonna change a lot, I'm sorry for that in advance if it's disturbing for you. Normally, my camera is dealing with that right, and is playing with the white, with the light and all to mix stuff so it's gonna look good, for you, but still things are gonna change. I'm sorry for that in advance, but clearly, I don't have any power on the weather and I don't have a professional studio like I would want to have one, like clearly, but no, I don't have one, I don't have the money for that and all, and still it's okay, for these reaction videos. For now, it's okay. So I was saying, normally 4 episodes of Rick and Morty today, so normally I'm gonna get closer to the end of the season 5. The beginning of this season 5, with the 3 first episodes, it began well. I began to post my reaction videos about the season 4 on Patreon. You are almost at the end of it, but on YouTube you just began, to watch the season 4 with me, and you have a lot to say that the season 4 disappointed you, that it was not as good as the 3 first seasons, that the writers, they lost themselves a little during the season 4, that it was less funny. At least, it seems that a majority of the fans, not all of them, but a majority of the fans thought so, about the season 4. Me, for the season 4, if I have to say something about it, something, that maybe I didn't like into it, I thought that it was a funny season, I didn't have any issue on that, but I thought that something that I love with Rick and Morty is the fact that it's really funny, like it's a lot of weird situations, it's really playing, with your mind, with your limits, your moral limits and stuff like that. But what I love also about this show is the fact that they are going deep with the characters, they are really exploring the characters, and I mean by that, they are exploring the limits of the characters, and they are also talking a lot about family relationships between a father and a daughter for Rick and Beth, but also between other members of this family, and I think that it's right, and maybe they did that less during the season 4, something like that. And something which disappointed me during the season 4 and which is gonna count a lot for me during the season 5, it's about Jerry. Okay. Oh, sun is coming! I didn't see it. Something that you know about me if you are watching my reaction videos about Rick and Morty, all of my binge watching of Rick and Morty, something that you know about me is the fact that I love Jerry unconditionally and really, because we began all of this journey with this character, and he's nice, he's genuinely nice, he doesn't want to hurt anyone. When he hurt other people, when he did stuff which were bad, in fact, it was not because he wanted to do something bad, it was not willingly, in comparison, of characters like Rick, for example, who sometimes can want to do things bad, and because they want it, really. So I loved Jerry since the beginning because he's like that, he's nice, and he's really, the normal guy, and he was just, I was gonna say, he was so mistreated by all of the members of this family. Also, like, I wanted to defend him, I wanted to be there for him. Even more after that, when Beth and him they were separated. Like, I felt that need to be there to protect him, to defend him, because he was still genuinely nice and because he was all alone, lost into that bad apartment. And I felt, you know, that the writers, they wanted to hurt Jerry even more, like to push him to the bottom of things. So I was there for that, but what I wanted for Jerry during the season 4 and that I didn't have, it was for Jerry to evolve, to begin to change, to do things on his own, to be more independent, to find a certain strength. And except, you know, for maybe the episode, I was gonna say the Christmas episode, you know, that episode when he put the lights on the house, except for that episode, I have the emotion that it didn't happen. You know what I wanted for Jerry during the season 4. So now for this season 5, I have really high expectations for Jerry, for his character to change, to show me, you know, some moments, like something about him which is gonna make me think that is not the same than during the season 1. Okay, he's genuinely nice, but he found his place into his family and people are more considering him. You know, something like that. I want things about that. What I want also for this season 5, and that I did not have during the 3 first episodes that I already watched, it's more time with Summer. You know, we spent sometimes almost an entire episode with Beth, with Jerry, with Rick, with Morty, but we never had that truly for Summer. And on the contrary, I had the impression that the writers, they were considering Summer as the character who can intervene to make a funny line, or who can intervene to save a situation, but you know, only at the end. I want something really for Summer, and now that she's growing up and that maybe at some point she's gonna leave this house or something like that, I think that we can have something more for her. Morty is growing up for sure, not only physically but also into his mind, into his life, like that's it. He had his first time, he had his first girlfriend with Planetina, a MILF, like he went for a MILF, for a superhero who went crazy. He broke up with her, and that was his first breakup also during the same episode, so poor Monty. You know, I'm not considering that what he had with Jessica was really his first relationship, not at all. He had another relationship really with that other girl into that other reality. It didn't end well, but it was into another reality, so I'm not giving up on Morty finding that girl into his own reality, maybe at some point. And we saw that it can end well. We'll see. I didn't have, you know, any bad comments to say really about the season 4. I truly appreciated it, but maybe some things that I expected for the season 4 didn't happen, and you know, I took these things that maybe disappointed me a little for the season 5, and if I don't have them during the season 5, maybe right there it's gonna be really a negative comment that I'm gonna say about this show. But I was not mad to not have them during the season 4, I was just a little disappointed. So see, my expectations for the season 5, at least for these things, are really high. And today I'm gonna watch 4 episodes, so you know, maybe I can have these things during these 4 episodes. At least it's gonna be important for me. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Yes, I'm wearing that hoodie, you know, and maybe, you know, it's looking a little weird on me, like I can see that it's making things like that, and I'm gonna spend all of the session of binge watching being like that, but you know, it's really getting cold outside, and again, in Europe, this winter with the heat, we're not turning it on, you know, if we don't need to. Like, during the day, I'm not turning it on. Only during the night to sleep well, but during the day, just I'm wearing big hoodies like that, and plaids, and a lot of things to not feel cold, and that's okay. So deal with it, okay? Or come to support me on my Patreon with 5 different accounts, so you just can pay for my eat. I'm gonna stop this intro and I'm gonna talk about Patreon right there. If you don't know it, I have a Patreon on which you can have this episode earlier. for Rick and Morty. 4 or 5? I don't know. 5 episodes of advance on my Patreon for Rick and Morty, which means more than 2 weeks. You know, each time I'm saying 5 episodes of advance, it can seem like nothing, you know? It's 2 weeks of advance on Patreon, you know, in comparison of YouTube. And we've extended our 4 action part. I don't know in advance what I'm gonna put. It's really for big episodes and stuff like that, and I put a lot of them already for Rick and Morty, so check the description to know what I decided to put for this particular episode, or the schedule that I post each Monday on YouTube, Patreon and Twitter. And Patreon, it's the best way to support me, it's the best way to help me to to pay my heat, you know, to my apartment. It's the best way also to maybe help me to one day have real ring lights or stuff like that, to be able to film without considering the lights outside. You know, Patreon is for that. And I have also a tip page that no one used yet, but that I created just in case of some of you who would want to support me more than what is on Patreon, or just people who are not interested by having these advantages on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode. Oh, and just if you are wondering, it's still a pain in the ass to edit these videos about Rick and Morty. I mean, for the version on YouTube, I'm still forced to play with opacity, I'm still forced to cut each 5 seconds. So, you know, when I'm talking about extended reaction part on Patreon, and for sure also 4 action part, I'm not forced to cut each 5 seconds, I'm not forced to play with opacity. You have really the long scenes, I mean, the scenes that I wanted you guys to see without any cut into it. But yes, it's still a pain in the ass, and I really don't understand why, when for the 3 first seasons I had no issues with this show. I don't know. As long as you can see my videos, guys, like, I'm okay with it.
At the breeding mount, the nurses use it to collect reproductive material.
Ah! Morty? Morty? Morty!
Okay, let's go see this latest piece of Marvel shit you kids are jizzing over.
Yeah.
Which one?
Does your hospital ever need, like, after-school volunteers?
Wow.
Morty!
And where did you put my son?
No!
Morty, you dirty little doggy.
You know that race of underground-dwelling cannibal horse people that were always fighting?
Yeah, the Chuds. What about them?
But I'm working on a bioweapon to use against them. So I got this barrel of horse semen from your mom's hospital, and I'm just gonna, you know, should be safe though, since the semen itself is, you know, also inhuman. Here we go.
Morty. What?
Happened to sperm, Morty. They're super monster sperm now. I blame myself, unless there was something about the sperm I didn't know.
I hope that it's just a nightmare that you have, Morty.
Okay, good. Then it's your fault.
Yes, I'm more concerned by what he did than the fact that we have sperm monsters into this show. Like, come on, we dealt with really worse than that.
Get the hell in here. Space sperm.
Same page, Club.
Wellness.
I think either you caused this mess, or it's those godforsaken horse people that dwell underground.
Chuds.
That's them. Morty, you've always been a straight shooter.
You can't prove that. Wait, what? Oh, right.
I can protect you, though. This is your grandpa's fault.
Here's what I know, sir. This is the greatest country on earth. It invented apple pies and lasers.
Keep talking.
You don't know nothing about it.
Then the Chuds got themselves a war. And you just dodged a personal drone strike. This is Professor Shabooboo, the world's leading expert.
Shabooboo?
Thanks for getting here so fast.
Shabooboo. I'm sorry, I'm lost just because of the name.
Luckily, I was able to secure a specimen. Now, obviously, our first step will be to analyze its DNA.
Oh, my!
Oh, Morty.
Are you out of your mind bringing an armed sperm?
Where is the gun that it's supposed to have? And still, even if it's dead, you can test the DNA.
Who are being bad parents, do something.
Is this water for everyone? Yes, and I'd love a glass. What are you doing? Henry, to make sure you don't screw anything up, I'm sending my best men with. But I doubt their leader will be a sexy queen that needs to be kickboxed. 100% male Marine.
I want Summer to be more involved into this show.
Hey, gentlemen's bet. Which of these background Marines you think will last the longest?
I'm not betting on human lives, Rick, but obviously that guy the longest.
Yeah, he's my pick too. What's his name? Blazin? Or something, Adam? I got a pencil somewhere.
Let him be.
Oh, wow, that's unexpected.
The sperm made a catapult?
They have a brain, that's already something. They can create and build things without arms. I want to see that.
Bring up the. Hey, please! One person draws the plan.
Choose a name. Space sperms. Daddy? Is he gonna call you daddy?
It's okay.
He recognized
I'll call you
his
Sticky.
own other kids, Marty. You already have one, remember?
Let him go.
This shit is totally random.
Nah.
Let's keep moving.
Which way?
When one sense is bound, the others are released.
And you're supposed to be Jackie Chan? Or...
I'm not trying to
Oh, I don't remember his name. Jet Li.
I knew we couldn't rely on him.
Well, maybe the pilot got too horny as they approached America's vagina.
You can't just make snarky comments. At least
Yes, she can.
like Jerry.
Right to the top, just the way you like it.
Here's
Oh, Jerry. I really hope one day is gonna come and you're gonna have more character.
The girl, gentlemen, what do sperm want?
Pants.
Eggs.
Pancakes.
Eggs! You want to control giant sperm, you need a giant egg.
Sperm are hunters, and they're what you sperm hunt.
Egg.
Exactly. And what would happen if we enlarged one?
That's what she said.
Get this guy a Nobel Prize.
You became a woman today.
Because a guy stole her idea and everyone congratulated him.
Blood for blood, cream for cream. Oh no. What? They're comfortable. You should try them. Oh. Tell her I wasn't wearing her thong.
That's a photocopy of Sports
Okay.
Illustrated swimsuit model Kathy Ireland.
I know how to suck myself.
What? So wrong about this guy.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Do we have to consider that each time they are sounding Morty sperms everywhere?
I am the sperm queen, and you are of special interest to me.
You need a horse.
Oh, but our stallion is already here. Isn't that right, Morty?
You lying little world-ending pervert.
I'm sorry.
What was it like?
Fantastic. I realize that's on me.
Yeah, not exactly accepting apologies.
The fact that I understand that you could want to use it, but I'm mad that you didn't take care of your sperm, you mixed it with horse sperms. Even me, I don't understand how I'm functioning.
Rick, do something.
On it.
At least you're not gonna see what is happening right there. Your grandson being used like that. Being raped.
You can't beat me. You didn't bring a woman that can kickbox.
We need summer. Right there, you're riding your grandson, sperm
Save
queen.
the world first.
What?
They're heading for Vegas, which does track on many levels, but why now?
Huh?
Let's hear it for Professor Shimu and his brilliant egg.
Hello? Are you forgetting someone?
A good point.
That you put in Vegas?
Well, thanks to you, we're luring this bird with a giant human egg. Even though symbolically speaking, Vegas should be enough. It's your granddaughter, so at least you contributed something to this.
Mr. President, it's Morty. My sperm. It's all mine.
Your sperm into
Pleasure.
her egg?
It was on accident because I kept
I'm
lying.
gonna vomit.
You'll be making a giant.
Incest, baby.
Oh, you're the horse.
You slept with my daughter.
I did? Oh, shit.
You did?
Forgive me, your chudness.
An horse?
Kingdom of Heaven.
Stop this once.
Princess Ponietta.
You can't.
Ponietta.
I love him.
You slept with Ponietta?
Because he's human and age inappropriate.
Then you, by the 17th article of the Justice...
Is she pregnant? The fact that she's wearing that cape?
On the grounds that Rico is the father of my child.
You eat.
The prophecy has come true.
You put your sperm on an horse who can talk. You're gonna have what kind of kid now?
Everyone's a patriot today.
Even me.
Take 3 steps back, amazing Jonathan.
None of their guns.
Who? You need a big condom.
Honey, let the man handle this. I think we know a thing or two about it.
Oh, ready for all of the responsibility with none of the credit? Let's Nancy Reagan this bitch.
Come on, girls. Oh, you're riding Morty sperm.
Sweet Lady Liberty, that son of a mare Rick has ended our century's long war with the Chun.
Let's do this.
Chudley dudley ho ho ho.
Shadely daddly.
Mom,
That's quite a show, you know, the tourists are gonna be glad. How much, you know, they were the writers writing that. You know, Morty sperms attacking in Vegas, horses who can talk.
The egg is mine! Sticky, it's all you, bud! Sticky!
Don't do it, Sticky! I knew it.
prove that.
That's a human life, and this is an election cycle.
You have to do something.
Nope.
She's choosing what to do with her eggs. That's the rule.
Sports Illustrated's Kathy Ireland.
You were with my husband Blazin when he died. Was he wearing my thong? He probably told you not to tell me. I hope he was wearing it.
He was.
Always be honest.
An incest baby of Morty and Summer is gonna be waiting for us in space. One day we're gonna have him on an episode. Him or her.
Trying to boil this all down.
I love you.
Prove it.
Stop that. He fucked a planet. I shouldn't be surprised, but...
It's time.
Oh shit, it's time. Oh my god, it's wonderful.
Not yours, not yours, not yours.
Oh, wow, so we don't have to, you know, raise it?
Nah, they're ready to go right out of the box.
So,
You don't have to be a
Take
dad.
care of yourself, Rick.
That's better for you, but... Still, we have to consider that somewhere on Earth we have Rick's horse kid.
Something big. It's coming right at you. Dear God, no. You can't be real.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Are you there? Jeez. I heard this that kind of. Did you get any of that?
What do you want me to start, like, truly? You know, during the last episode, the one with Planetina, with Morty, and also the one with Rick and all, you know, I said it in the description of the last episode, not during the review, because I didn't think about it during the review, but I really thought about it during the editing of the episode. In fact, the last episode was a parallel between Rick and Morty, who had a love affair, a love relationship, which ended bad, and the solution for them, it was the family. Family is gonna be always there for you, to help you, to reassure you. Like, them, they're gonna stay, they're gonna always be there when love is just gonna pass. Like, truly, for me, the last episode was about that. If we have to think about it, this episode, in a way, it's again a parallel between Rick and Morty, doing bad stuff with their sperms, and because of that, they now have kids somewhere doing weird things. They don't have to care about it, you know, about them. They don't have to do anything for them, but still, you know, they did bad stuff with their sperms, and because of that, kids are born and are floating around or are under earth. Ground, you got me. I really don't know why at the beginning of this episode, you know, we saw it coming, the fact that Morty, he would use that machine and all, and really at the beginning of this episode I was more mad that he used it badly than that he used it, because really I think that with Rick and Morty, with all of the episodes of this show, they really pushed the limits so far that truly they didn't surprise me not that much, you know, with Morty using that machine. So really they pushed also my limits, what I can accept into Rick and Morty. I can accept for Morty to use an horse blowjob machine, but I can't accept the fact that he's not doing it in, you know, the clever way, meaning separating horse sperm and his sperm. It's really disgusting for me to imagine that, and also, you know, to imagine that what they wanted to do with that sperm, except for Rick who wanted to make an experiment with it, But except for that, you know, what you would have done, you know, to real horses and all, like, same. Right there, the fact that Rick took this sperm, make an experience with it, which turned bad because of Morty, also because of Rick. Like Rick, I'm not sure that this idea was a good one. We had space sperms, monsters attacking you. Like each time, you know, you have to imagine that each of them, they were Morty sperm attacking you. So it means that when they were receiving, you know, I mean the humans of this world, when they were receiving summons on them, or when these monsters were exploding, it was not blood, it was again and again, you know, Morty sperm being like that. I'm saying way too much the word sperm into this intro, this episode and this review, but it's like that, you know. It's a little disgusting, so it means that all of your neighborhood was destroyed and or killed by Morty's sperm. I'm not sure that you made a lot of friends with that. I'm pretty sure that all of your city should be mad at you because of that. We'll see. I mean, I don't think that we're gonna have consequences for that, but still. I think that we're gonna have consequences, at least, you know, for these conclusions. You know, all of what happened into Vegas, all of what happened with the president and all. Again, I don't think that we're gonna have consequences. But at least for the end, you know, for Rick having an horse kid and Summer and Morty having a big incest baby, space incest baby, I think that we're gonna have consequences about it in the sense that maybe one day we're gonna see them again. Like, you know, I didn't forget about Rick Jr., who normally is a writer for comedy shows. Oh no, illustrators, something like that, for comedy things. I didn't forget about him, and I still think that one day we're gonna see him, maybe. So I think that it's gonna be the case right there also, like, Rick, it's pretty convenient that you don't have to be a dad for that horse kid, and in a way, maybe it's better because you need to focus yourself into the two best that you have, and it's already a lot. But yes, maybe one day we're gonna see him again, like I think that one day we're gonna see that incest baby again. Even more because, you know, that incest baby is gonna grow up, he's gonna get bigger, maybe he's gonna want his or her revenge, I don't know. We have an incest baby. A big space incest baby. How can you breathe? Oh no, and no matter what, Morty, Summer, she wanted to do something good. She didn't know about Morty, what he did. Really, she was a clever one. Like, you see, again, we have a little thing about Summer during this episode. Like, she had a good idea, she gave her egg, she was brave after that, she wants to fight the monsters, you know, with her mother. But again, it's just little things. So helpful, and thank you Summer for all of that, but it has been seasons, you know, that Summer, she's only there for the funny lines and to save the situations, but each time it's just a little part of the episode. I really want at some point one episode about Summer, really for her and also for her character, to make her evolve, something like that. They are all evolving, they are all changing. Jerry, not enough, you know what I mean by that, like I want more, and during this episode it was not that, but I want something for Summer, please. Jerry, really, during this episode, he did nothing, like he served water to the president. Is it really a surprise for Jerry to do nothing and to be useful in a pitiful way? No. Do I still love him? Yes. Do I want him to do more to change? Yes. Again, Jerry, I'm giving you this season 5 to make these efforts and to change, to show another aspect of you. I really want that also for his character. Really, it's something that I want. It's not just something that I need to continue to love him. It's really something that I want for him. I think also that the character deserves that, to change at some point, to evolve. Okay. I'm gonna stop this video right now. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon. If you want, maybe I'm gonna put the full reaction part for this episode. I have the impression that I reacted a lot. So yes, if you want the full reaction part of this episode, it's on my Patreon. It's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Great.